Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel that loves a challenge. I am your host, Zonovox. Please don't mind that my model is going to be chip-chattering all over the place. The glint on, like, I guess the sun is just perfectly hitting the wall, and, like, my glass is right into the webcam at the perfect angle. So it's just like... But anyway, yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great day. I'm doing pretty well. We'll get into this shortly. I don't really have any setups or anything. The sounds and all that are good right now, so we're fine. If you're new to the channel, make sure to like, sub, share, follow. All of that good stuff helps the channel grow. Please excuse my voice as I am currently down low. Got an itch on my foot. But yeah. Like, sub, share, follow, all that good stuff. Okay, let's get into it. Start Retro Arch. That takes 8 hours to go ahead and start. I don't know why it suddenly starts doing that. Out of nowhere, Retro Arch it'll work, and then suddenly it starts having all kinds of buffering issues and stuff, and loading stuff, and I'm like, Retro Arch, why are you doing this? You are working just fine until you aren't. Maybe there's a version update or something that I need to check on it. All right. Back into gold we go. And it'll take forever to go ahead and get where it needs to be. Okay, there we go. Jeez. Taking so long to start up these days. Let's make sure my timer's working. Let's make sure my timer's working. Is it not? Is it not working again? Boy, all kinds of issues today. Technical problems out the ass this morning. Well, I guess this evening. It's not morning. So I think we are at 1916, so it'd be 1842. Let me check the, 18436 is fine, because 18420 is the old stuff. Yeah, so 18436. That should be the proper timing for 12/19/16. But let me do the math real quick. So 12/19/16. Cool. Yeah, I had to do the math earlier because I screwed up the count, so that was on me, I guess. All right, give me a second. Let me reset this. Check to see if it's... Nope, I gotta refresh the whole queue. Hello? Is it gonna work? Seems no. Try it again. Reset, stop, start. No? Man, are we going to just be without a timer today? I hope not. me try doing this. Hours, then go back to minutes. Save settings. Okay. Reset. Start. Or is there a whole set of, like, things that I need to go ahead and have on here because I opened up new quick options or something? Alright, give me just a second, guys. I wasn't expecting this to be an issue today, but it is. You know how it goes. I thought I had done this testing, and I should have done it before I even started to get the thing going. But no flourishes, gradients, and time values, countdowns. I think there should be a quick button option here, but there doesn't seem to be. No? Well, let's try hiding and then unhiding. No. I'm gonna have to just do this again. Keep refreshing the cache until it's ready to go. Here, let's put 7 on there. Maybe that'll make a difference. Nothing? Rest in peace to 3DS. Now it's modding time. Oh, did you go ahead and jailbreak it? Let's stop. Let's reset. 36. Save settings. Maybe I gotta reset to shortcuts enabled. Shift Control P. Let's try that. No? Nothing? Boy. Yes, alright, give me a second. I'm gonna have to just redo this whole timer nonsense. Because it seems it's not gonna function. 1846. Let's copy that out. Alright, delete this. I'm gonna have to just remove the whole timer and redo it again. Add source. Add source. That's a humongous timer. Let's make this kind of small. Okay, now I'm gonna have to redo all of it. Ugh, what a pain. Alright, count up from 0. No, custom countdown. Custom count up. It's gonna start at this in minutes. Timer format. We're gonna have to do it's gonna be hours. Okay. Colons. We'll put the days over here. Going to buy one for modding and ask our friends' help. Angry Eyebrows have returned. Yeah, because I'm having technical issues. That's why. Okay, colon. That should work. Ready to go. Boom. No, get out of here. It's my completed timer. because it's never going to complete, so. Add time, custom, okay, save settings. Settings saved. Timer, what are you doing? I'm trying to get this timer to work. It was working earlier, and now it's not working at all. Oh, hold on. Let me try and do it this way. Let's see, refresh cache. Going to make some M&M brownies later? That sounds delicious. Timer, are we not going to work today? Is timer not working today? Am I going to have to figure this out? Install a new timer. Do I have to put, like, lowercase d because it doesn't like uppercases? I don't think we're going to have a timer today. It seems like this thing is just not wanting to go ahead and function right now. So I think we may just be out of it today. Huh. Alright. Guess it's gone. Saw on YouTube that you were live. And does the program not work? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to figure out. Thus the reason I've been saying it's not working. Timer over here being a delinquent. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do without the timer today. Doesn't seem like it's working. I'll just have to manually calculate my my time in for today. So, hello Casino Night Dude, how are you doing? Sorry about not seeing you there immediately. I'm trying to fix this delinquent ass timer that doesn't want to work. Alright, whatever. Yeah, we'll not worry about it today. Fuck that. Fuck this timer for today. We'll figure it out later. Do a timer on your phone, then now if it doesn't work. I mean, you can't see the timer on my phone. The timer isn't for me, the timer's for you guys. Alright, cool. Anyway, so we are heading to... Oh. Hello, I have something for you. Could you swing by the lab? Took one step and he was like, oh, you're here? There you are. Here, take this ticket. Okay. Cool. We don't currently have a flyer, so... And I won't be able to get a flyer until I get to the next... thing, because I don't have access to the Pokemon system right now. Did you go live yesterday? Check my streams. See if I went live yesterday. You can just check to see if I streamed yesterday. And I promise, 'twill answer your question, Arisen. Oh, right, we have to go up and through the grass. Oh, Tuscany Tuesday. Thanks for another pink bow that I didn't need. It's not gonna be of any use to me. I don't have any normal dudes I'm using. May as well get this berry bush while I'm here, though. Jesus Christ. Did I see the eclipse? Sure did. Sure did. It was very nice staring at the sun. Yeah, it was actually really cool. It's the first eclipse I've seen. Had them really cool, like, super mega tint glasses tints. Deposit. Who do we... At this point, I think Bean Master is kind of, like, it's useful, but... Hold on. No, the moon blocking the sun. What? What do you think the eclipse is? Yes, I saw the moon blocking the sun. That's what the That's what the eclipse is. What do you mean? You didn't have to clarify. Yes, I was staring at the moon that was blocking the sun. When I said I was staring at the sun, I mean, yeah, I was looking at the big shadow over it. Alright, take this. We're gonna put Bean Master away. He has been great. It's fairly good. Maybe we'll get back to... You say that you only saw the sun.
You did only say that you saw the sun.
I thought it was implied that when you said, hey, did you see the eclipse? And I said, yeah. I went ahead and I saw it. That it was implied that I watched the eclipse, not that I went outside and gawked at the yellow orb in the sky.
The yellow one is the sun.
I thought that was kind of implied. I don't know if we should put away Bean Master. I mean, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We can make room for something right now. Bean Master's strong. It has bite, and that's mainly what I care about, is the fact that it has the ability to deal with... Oh, it does have the ability to deal with, like, psychic types. So maybe it has to stay with me, and I gotta get rid of something else. Alright, what do I get rid of right now? Orcs fills a role because of Ice Glock. Zukaka fills a role because we have an electric type. I don't think we actually need Smiley Snack. Sure, it's strong. But, like, I don't actually see a need for it right now. Hello, SRB. Did you know from the Earth only 53% of the moon can see? Yes. I mean, you can only see... I mean, technically, you could see 100% of the moon. Like, you obviously can only see the side that's facing you. So we always see the moon, even when it's like a new moon. We just can't see the faces of the moon because of the positioning of the sun. Did you know that the moon is moving away from us at a rate of a few meters a year?
Did you know that the moon is round?
Get out of here.
Just doing the did you know moon facts.
Did you know? Yeah, I guess we'll put away Smiley Snack. 2 centimeters a year? I think it's actually moving, I think it's sped up. So it's definitely started to move away faster and faster. Because as it gets further and further away, the gravitational pull isn't holding it back as much. So it's moving away further and further every year. Faster and faster. Yeah, I guess I gotta have my flyer with me, at least for now. So let's pull out Hooters. I really am just bothered that my team just does turn into a water festival every time. Like, I try my best to avoid everything on my team becoming, like, water Pokemon, but, like, half of my team always turns into water Pokemon. What do I think about the Sunstorm? I mean, there's plenty of Sunstorms that have happened. It only takes one good Solar Whip for us to stop existing, so... Not like it bothers me that much. It'll, you know, the Solar Whip could just take us out at any time. We could be sitting here doing absolutely nothing, and then suddenly a fucking neutron beam takes us out. Like, there could be one heading towards us right now that's gonna vaporize the planet, and none of us would know. Because it would just be instantaneous. So I don't worry too much about celestial bodies doing things. You know, even if there's a solar storm that takes out all of our electronics, it wouldn't be the first time. We've definitely had it happen where, I think back in, like, the 1920s and stuff like that, when a gigantic solar storm, ended up taking out a whole bunch of our infrastructure that we had to rebuild from. Pretty cool knowledge there. Pretty cool. But yeah. Let me put this Mystic Water on something. I guess we'll put it on Quagmire. If we can get the ground stuff, we'll give the ground stuff to Quagmire and then the Mystic Water to Beanmaster. Yeah, but that a beam only exploded like 5,000 years ago. Well, I mean, like, the sun's gonna not give a shit about us. I mean, it's always gonna go ahead and move regardless. Oh, right, we're not here. We're going to Olivine. Forgot, I gotta get on the boat. Yeah. 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 We're going for a swim on the boat now. Everybody gonna go ahead and go shout. Yeah. Take out your Pokemon, put it in my face, show it what you got. No, but, do you think about light years? Or do I know about light years? Yep. I am well aware of light years. Listen, if you want to get into space talk, we can get into some space talk. Space is magical. Space is wonderful. I love space. Like, space is one of those subjects that I could, like, just like history, I could just go off on forever. I love space. Yeah, sure, it's big, scary, void, threatening stuff, but, like, space is an ever-expansive place that's just filled with endless possibilities and hopes and horrors. And it's a wonderful idea and such a frightening concept. I love space! Anyway. Yeah, I could fucking nerd out over space forever. We're just gonna wipe the floor with pretty much everybody we come across. Let's talk about history. Alright, shoot, what are we talking about? What time period in history are we hitting? There are some time periods I'm not too familiar with, so you'll have to bear with me on some things, but my history's pretty up to snuff on a lot of it. Would you be a knight in the... Here's the thing. So, being a knight during that time period isn't really at all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, you would have a station, but being a knight, like, I don't know. So, let's take a look at my family tree to start with. My family tree can actually, trace itself back to knights in, Queen Isabella of Spain's court. That's as far back as I know our family tree goes. I know there's probably some other stuff, but we'd have to get genetic testing for me to really get into the other stuff, but, yeah. So, being a knight isn't really all it's cracked up to be. I don't know if I would really like to be a knight during that time. You know, being a knight meant you had some responsibilities, and yeah, you could go off to battle, but also it wasn't like the glorious thing we think about it. It wasn't a fantastic time. Oh, fire breather. Oh no, he's gonna throw out something garbage at me. Oh, he's gonna throw out coughing at me. But no, I don't think I would want to be a knight during that time period. Hell, don't think I would want to be alive during that time period. Like, it just doesn't seem like it would be great. Yeah, and you'd need to be loyal to a king? Not necessarily. So, knights weren't exclusive to kings. So I know we have the concept that we think of knights and kings and everything else like that, but fiefdoms existed, so being a knight meant that you might be part of a fiefdom where you need to go ahead and protect the lord or something else like that. A knight was more of a class, more of like an occupational class than it was an actual, like, title. If that makes sense. Oh, we need to go up. Right. So, your job would be that you were a knight, versus saying, oh, I am part of a knight class. Yeah, they had their own stuff, but it's not like you're thinking. The Romans, crazy or smart, think more smart and a bit crazy. I mean, Romans were extremely smart. I mean, we use a lot of their technology and the ideas that they came up with even to this day. A lot of antiquity, a lot of stuff back then, like, we can't even recreate a lot of the stuff that they had. Like Roman armor, we can't recreate the metal alloys that they had back when. Where the fuck am I going? Where's this old man at? I definitely thought this old man was somewhere around here, but it doesn't seem so. Hey, looking at... Oh, right, I gotta go find his buddy that's goofing off somewhere first. But yeah, I mean, Romans had a pretty interesting system. So, aside from the fact that anybody could technically become a Roman citizen with either enough time, or effort put into it, like, there was nothing stopping you from becoming a Roman citizen. Even if you were captured as a slave during that time period, you could still work your way through the ranks. The Romans also tended to go ahead and integrate people into their society rather than try and trample over them. So a lot of times when Rome would come to your area and they would take over something or war, they wouldn't stop you from being whoever you were. They would institute you and say, hey, here's our beliefs, here's our systems. You can continue to do what you want, just understand that you're under our occupation now, and we're not going to put up with certain stuff. So the Romans were pretty interesting when it came to how they handled occupations of the enemies. I mean, their aqueduct system was really great. Their public works were fantastic. Boy, man, it always makes me, like, wonder about some of the stuff that we've lost over the years. Like, some of the great and amazing and wonderful things that we just don't have access to because they've burnt down or they've been completely lost or somebody died and took the idea or formula with them. Like, all the stuff that we could have that we don't. Yeah. Now, if you really want to talk about some really cool shit, get into the Greeks. Man, Greek history, like the ancient Greeks that you're normally thinking about and stuff, they've got some pretty interesting stuff. You know, the use of chemical and biological warfare and the fights that they had in the arena. If you're a gladiator, you lost a fight, the Emperor gave you a thumbs down, your opponent would kill you. Actually, that is the reverse. A lot of people tend to think that the thumbs up or the thumbs down is the bad thing. But the thumbs up was actually the bad thing. The thumbs up was whether you gave the order of execution. And it wasn't necessarily that if you lost, they went ahead and executed you. It depends on the emperor at the time. Some emperors were a lot more lenient and wanted to go ahead and put on a show. So they would keep people around longer. So if you did a really good job and sure you lost a fight, they wouldn't execute you. They may go ahead and take you out, and you may get lashed or something for it. You may get time to rest. Not all fights were fights to the death. Sometimes it was fights against animals. Sometimes it was gladiatorial events like debuts and exhibitions, like they were showing off, you know, fighting of good opponents, rather than just like duels to the death. Sometimes it was beast matches, where they would throw you, insert wild predator, into the arena, and that would be what you'd have to go ahead and fight. Yeah, but the thumbs up, thumbs down execution was a very particular emperors. Some of them were more bloodthirsty than others. And it came down to if you and another gladiator had, like, an actual blood spite against each other, and they could loose lions in the middle of the arena, more likely than not, they would, if they had lions and tigers, they wouldn't really loose them into the arena. They would usually keep them on the edges to stop the gladiators from coming to the outside edges and just running from the fight. Fights against wild animals could be all kinds of things. More likely than not, it wouldn't be a lion. It would be like a boar or something like that. But yeah, there's plenty of animals that got into fights. I mean, the Romans had never seen an elephant, but I guarantee if they had seen an elephant before Hannibal came over the Alps, I'm sure they would have thrown that thing into the, they would have definitely thrown that into the, what's it called? Into the arena. But yeah, they had all kinds of creatures that they brought in. You know, camels, ostriches, giraffes, lions, particularly the Barnabas lion, or what we know as the Atlas lion, which was a gigantic lion in comparison to the ones we're used to. That thing was huge. Which the last one, unfortunately, you know, it's an extinct creature, but, yeah, they used to bring those to gladiatorial events. But they had all kinds of things that they brought in. It wasn't just the lions that you tend to think of when you think of, you know, gladiatorial events. Yeah, honestly, if you're ever interested in that kind of stuff, there's a lot of info out there. I would highly suggest looking into it. Alright, what do we get this from this guy again? Oh, rare candy. Cool. I love the way Clefairy waggles. It's so adorable, except it's a doll. And slaves could fight for their freedom. I mean, it was an option. So slavery in the Roman culture isn't the kind of stuff that you're used to. It wasn't like back-breaking labor. They didn't have the right to vote. They couldn't own land or anything. But slaves did have certain rights. They were required to be at least semi taken care of. It wasn't just like beat your servant or anything else. A lot of times when you had Romans that were slaves, there were one of two reasons why. They were either war slaves because they were brought up because they were spoils of war, or they were paying off debts. And slavery was seen as a way to go ahead and pay off one of your debts. You know, you work for this guy as an indentured servant for X number of time, work your way out, get your citizenship back. That's definitely a thing. We'll get 6. I don't know if we really need them, but yeah. This would be like the 1800s, work for... wants to be like the 1800s and gotten to be work for money for their owners. Yeah, I mean, that was slavery back then. I mean, the thing is, like, it's a hard subject to get into without giving you a full context of world history. Without going into the entire history of slavery in the world, it's a very hard subject to get into. Because you're gonna have... there's so many things that I have to explain to you in order to even broach the subject of 1800s service versus old world slavery. Yeah. There's a lot that I have to get into. Okay, yeah, we don't have to do anything here, so we'll go ahead and deal with what's his name right the fuck now. I'm not too worried about his gym. Yeah, there's a lot of history that goes into it. It also depends on where in the world you were at, too. You know, because if you're looking at slavery in America was a pretty bad thing, but I wouldn't... there were places where it was worse. And slavery that happened here in America was actually a lot of African tribes selling off other Africans. It wasn't just, hey, get on this boat, we'll give you a better life. It was a lot of African tribes who were saying, hey, we've got these enemies that we want to get rid of. Why don't we ship them somewhere else in the world, and voila, we can permanently get rid of them. So that was a thing too. Yeah, that's something you're gonna have to, if you really want to get into that subject, you're gonna have to learn a lot about it. I cannot get into it. If I had a nickel every time a customer rants about racism, you'd have $5, which is scary. I can understand it. Racism definitely played a large part in like, a lot of old world slavery. I mean, the fact that slaves found their way to America to begin with was because of racism, but it was originally African racism, where African tribes were selling other Africans that were spoils of war into slavery or to other people, or physically shipping them themselves, you know, so that was a thing. So, yeah, but I mean, the concept isn't, like, new. It's been around forever. Just depends on where in the world you were, how it was treated, and how everything went down. Do I know about New Amsterdam? Which would be where? I might, depending... Voltorb, we can just dig our way through for most of this. New York? The founding of New York? Not so much, but I do know a bit of history about New York in general. I think Philadelphia has more history when you're talking on the world stage, or at least the American stage. It has a lot. But, yeah. I know it's very interesting, like, a lot of the gang situations in New York New York was definitely run by the mob and run by different gangs for a lot of its time period, more than anything else. Obviously, if you want to take a look at the, I guess depending on how far back you want to go. I mean, it was a big city, a lot of inventions came through it, a lot of economics came through it. The reason it became such a big city in general is because it was one of the main entrances into America to begin with. Since you had Ellis Island located there, so a lot of immigrants were coming in, so the city itself grew from the immigrants that came into the country, constantly expanding. That's why you have, like, your Chinatown sections, your Italian districts, your Greenwich Village, the Boricua area, the Puerto Rican section. Like, so you've got, it's a big melting pot because of a lot of immigration coming into America. So... yeah, what do you want to know about New York? I don't have any crazy facts about it, but I do know a thing or two. We're just gonna slap through Lieutenant Surge. I can't see taking any time here. The Netherlands owned New York as a town, but then the Brits came and they traded New York for surname. Huh, no, I didn't know that, actually. I didn't know that. That's very interesting information. Huh. The more you know. I definitely learned something today. I just gotta use it until it hits. Done! There we go. Look at that. Would you see that? My little quaggy boy doing its thing. You wear it proudly, you hear? Still slugging away, and my Pokemon are still at it. Cool. I don't give a shit. Boop! What if we didn't trade for New York? Would we be speaking Dutch now? Not necessarily. I mean, the higher chances would be that we would be speaking French. I mean, you guys would probably be speaking French and English as well. If they hadn't been traded away, more likely than not, what would have happened was it would have been annexed into Canada. Or Canada would have traded away for it, because we did the expansion out west trading for the French. When Napoleon traded out for the Louisiana expansion, he needed money for the war. So he needed money for the war, we go ahead and buy the territory? So we bought our large section out west. That expansion up north, we already had Philadelphia and a lot of that area, so it didn't really matter too much to us. It would have been much harder for the Dutch to go ahead and maintain that empire, and they probably would have sold it off to the Canadians, if not sold it off to us. So... yeah, I can't see the Dutch maintaining their hold on that area there. And, you know, once a lot of global expansion started happening, I think after the First World War, a lot of things changed. With the advent and changes in technology and the expansion of armies and navies, I don't think the Dutch would have had the sea power to maintain the kind of life that they did. Yeah, the Dutch were a powerhouse back when, but as soon as everybody started catching up in terms of naval expansion, unfortunately, that was pretty much it. I'm the fishing guru. Do you happen to know Fisherman 44? He came with an amazing tip. Thanks to him, I caught a whole bunch of rare Pokemon. Cool. You've got Irish and French in your tree, alongside German and Norwegian. Find it really interesting. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool because, like, a lot of times we tend to think of ourselves as, you know, this or that, but we don't really take into consideration where we actually could be from. Like, being a Puerto Rican means my family background could be from all over the fucking world. I honestly couldn't even begin to tell you where my genetics come from. Puerto Ricans are Native Americans, Spaniards, Africans, and, like, pretty much anybody who made their way here. Like, we could have genetics from all over the world. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Puerto Ricans have some of the most diverse genetic profiles in the world. So we really are a mixing pot of people. Even being the small island that we are. Maybe but the Brits and Russians be freed the Netherlands wouldn't have had the power to hold it. And that's exactly it. I think that would have come down to be the case. Howdy, it's me. My Tangela's looking nice. Get the heck out of here. I don't care if you almost caught a Nidoran. Oh, right. That's the Snorlax. God. I really want to catch that Snorlax, but I also don't. And most of the Pokemon that we're going to get out here, we really don't need. So I'm like, do I really want to go for any of these Mon here? You plan on looking into it more eventually? Yeah, I think genealogy is a pretty interesting thing. It's not a subject a lot of people think too much about, but it's something that I think everybody should take into consideration here or there. Have no clue about your genetics? Maybe one day you'll check? Yeah, I would just be careful about where you get your genetics checked. A lot of companies that say, hey, we offer genetic testing and stuff, they don't tell you, but in their fine print, once you give them their DNA, they can keep it on file, and they have rights and ownership to it, which is fucking crazy, considering it's literally your DNA. But, yeah. We can get into that discussion about ethics and stuff like that at some point, should you guys really want to. Route 6. I don't know what we have as options here at Route 6. Probably nothing great. Okay. Route 6, what have we got? Gen 2, let's see, we've got Pidgeys, Oddishes, Abra, Bellsprout, and Magnemite. Nothing we need. All of this is stuff we've already got. The road is closed until the problem at the power plant is solved. Ah, yep. I keep forgetting that it's super weird. Mr. Psychic's house. We'll stop here for our TM. Let's see. That's the Silphco building. I think we can only get in and look at, like, one part of it. I think we only have the base floor. Yeah. This is the copycat's house. We'll go talk to her real quick. Which is how strange. Mimicking is my hobby. Yep. Not really much here, honestly. We could deal with the first gym, but I mean, the guy's not there anyway. And then Sabrina here, I don't actually remember Do we have Bean Master, who would be our only real one to deal with it for dark damage. I don't remember what Sabrina's Pokemon are here. Maybe I should go ahead and knock it out early. Sabrina! Let's get you in gold and silver. Espeon, Mr. Mime, Alakazam. Garbage, garbage, garbage. And one potion. Crunch would be my preferred way to go about it, but no access to no crunch. Nuts that I'm going in straight for her right now, right? Who would have expected? I would go for Sabrina this close in. Done. What kind of nonsense is that? That I just wrecked out Sabrina's gym. Dun, 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 dun. Now, this is where we're gonna go ahead and take some time. This, you guys know what this is. The famous grass that we're not touching. We're not touching that grass at all, because that's the big grass we need for Route 7. Okay, let me go ahead and do this thing again so I can figure out where everything sits. We don't necessarily need a Houndour, but I do need a good fire type. And a fire and dark type would be good because it will replace Gyarados. Nothing about your family tree, only there's someone with your last name in South Africa. I mean, that could be purely coincidence, but why don't you ask your family about it? Why don't you ask your family if they know about your family tree? I think it'd be pretty cool to figure out. Know where you come from. Alright. Wow, the fact that Sabrina was that fast. Okay, so we need to go for a few things. I think the first of our big ones we need to do is catch, not here. Well, we need to catch a Muck here to begin with. So we'll start with a Muck. It'll kill off our chances of getting anything else here, but that's fine. Zukaka goes up front. Alright, so we have a very particular way of going about this. No, now that someone... My last name was Mayor of Amsterdam? Huh. Yeah, mayor of what city in Amsterdam? If I'm not mistaken, I believe the mayoralship goes for per town or city. At least that's how it works out here, but so this is gonna be Celadon. We're gonna go ahead and go for either a Muck or a Grimer. Doesn't matter which, but one of them. 5, we're gonna switch these Ultra Balls and Great Balls here. In Volgan? Huh. That's funny. I actually know about Volgan. Only because I found it out due to this guy who I watch called the Volgan on YouTube, who does SCP stuff. Well, 1 second. Let me make sure that she took the keys and didn't get locked out. Alright, hold on 1 second. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, we're good. So, we have... yeah, the regular reception here. I don't think I need anything in here. Oh, I'm gonna get some balls. Right. Gonna pick up extra balls. That's fine. We have extra money. I'm not worried about wasting or sitting on extra stuff. We're worried about guaranteed catches and stuff here. We'll now show you the strongest move I have, Dramatic Exit. What's that over there? Bye and good luck. Thanks, SRB. Alright. Oh, let's start by, getting rid of our Grimer here. Oh, hold on. I think we can actually use the old rod and get a better chance here. I don't want to surf. Actually, I think I do want to surf here. Cool. There it is. That's what we want. Now, we're gonna dry catch it, so that's why I had to do that. Oh, son of a bitch! I didn't know they could run! Oh no! That kills off Celadon. Oh boy, this is gonna make this a lot harder. This is gonna make this truly difficult now. So, we're not gonna catch anything here. We're gonna go all the way down to try and catch something.
I didn't realize you texted me. She kind of half tricked me. She kept acting like she had to go poop and then decided she wasn't going to poop until we were at that end of the building.
All the way at the far end?
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, might as well just come back around.
So, I think during the day, I gotta find out what the route, what this is here. Route 18. I gotta see what Route 18 has during the day, and whether I should be worrying about night or day for these things. Kanto, Route 18. We're looking for Gen 2. Descendants were appointed to the knighthood of Limburg on and recognized belongs to the Duchy nobility. That's what Wikipedia says. Wikipedia is not what I would call a good source of your family's tree information. I feel like that's something you're gonna have to ask your parents about. Where they came from and where their parents came from. Wikipedia is not, what I would call tailored to specific people. So, Grimers and Fearos. Slugmas are a 5% chance. Ugh. Hold on. Let me see what Route 7 has to it and what level the Houndours and stuff are. No, not Gen 3. Get out of here. I mean, I wouldn't mind a Growlithe. Growlithe wouldn't be half bad. But I think Growlithe are morning versus daytime. No Murkrows at all during the day. No Growlithe during the day, only at night. So I have to wait for nighttime really anyway. I have the Rattata, I have a Raticates out, Spearows are done. Growlithes could pop up. Abras and a Snubble, 20%. I wouldn't mind a Growlithe. If I got a Growlithe, I'd be okay with that. I think Growlithe learns Crunch. Let me check. Moves learned Gen 2 with Bite. It learns Ember, Flame Wheel, Flamethrower at level 50? Oh god, that's so far up there. I mean, it's gonna learn it regardless, so... Sup, good luck, seems like a hard challenge. It certainly is. I am very much expecting it to take like 2.5 years. So thank you very much for showing up and popping in for support here. Sorry, I'm planning out my thing of whether to go for Growlithe or whether to go for Houndour. If I go for Houndour, it's going to be a ton of extra steps that I have to do. But we're going to try and reduce the amount of Mon that pop up here, so... good. Good old Grimer. Level 28 Grimer. Okay. Unexpected. Do not flee. No flee. I'm about to just try and dry catch these things. Hey, perfect! What a great dry catch! Okay, so Grimer for 18. Slugma would be a possible option, but god, Slugma sucks. We'll just call this thing Oobleck. We would need to wait for nighttime in order to force Murkrows out, in that upper section. Yeah, if we were gonna force Murkrows out, we could get Slugmas out of the way. If I would have just kept going, I would have broken it. Let's go with Quagmire here, I guess. Just dig. If I would have gone into the city, I would have been able to just fly back down instead of having to go through this process. Let's just see what we get. If it's not a Slugma, then... Okay, Grimer, doesn't matter. Not too worried about Grimers. A Fearow, we already have a Spearow, so I can't catch it anyway. Well, let's Thundershock it, I guess. Ugh, a Slugma. I guess it works. Not great, but I'll take it. It's gonna hurt what it does to me. Oh, Smog. Alright, Slugma. I mean, I guess that takes up a lot of the majority of issues I would have. Murkrow being the only other thing I'd have to worry about. Murkrow should start popping up here shortly. Give a nickname to it? Yeah. Let's call it, Yogurt. Let's call it Gogurt. There we are, Gogurt. Hello, Bill. Hi. Thanks for using the storage. As the last Pokemon sent me to fill up, you'll have to switch boxes. Bye. Alright, cool. Let's go switch boxes, because that's really good that Bill would let me know that I need to switch boxes. Because I definitely, my dumbass would have found a Houndour and then been like, oh, let's catch it. Nope. No room. Alright, Bill's PC. Just change boxes to box 2. Oh, let's move Pokemon out of our current box here. Then, even if it saves every time. We'll move things that we may actually end up using Hardwood is gonna have to... He's gonna be important here shortly. Let's see, Smiley Snack could be important. Smiley Snack could be important. What else we got? GeoGal could possibly be important. Whatever our active boxes will move stuff to. And... Wabi. Maybe one of them might need Waterfall at some point. Is the basement of the game corner. That was 3 years ago. Cool. Yeah, I don't really have a good way to deal with Erica's stuff. Hooters is about my only option, and it's not that great. And none of these guys are, like, fire types. Maybe I could use Orcs and just Ice Beam my way through it. Yeah, I guess that'd be a good idea. We'll just Ice Beam our way through it. Simple enough. Deposit Hooters, come back and get it afterwards. We're also gonna need hardwood to go ahead and get the Murkrow for night 2, so... Why do you always tell me when you're going to go shower van? I have to ask. Tomorrow is silver? Probably not. Tomorrow is... I don't think I'm gonna get through. I still have to get through red, which means I still have to do a massive grind. The only problem with using Orcs is that it's water, so it's gonna hurt if I can't knock them out the first time immediately. Maybe so that you know that I'm gone? Well, you could just say that you're going rather than telling me exactly what you're gonna do. It's like someone coming up and being like, hey, I'm getting naked. You looking at them flowers or me? I'm not looking at them flowers or you. I'm looking at that badge. Get out of here. Aurora Beam, Aurora Beam, Aurora Beam. Whatever. Ice Beam. Jump Fluff. Ice Beam. Victory Bell. Ice Beam. Blossom. Ice Beam. Done. Give me my badge. We're going Mach speed here. Because we're going to have to grind for red anyway. It's going to be a super long problem. I guess we can go down to Fuchsia, then just fly back up when we need to. No, we won't be able to fly back up because I'm going to need to keep, hardwood on me. Yeah, let's just go down to Fuchsia right now, knock out that gym. Then just ride our bike all the way on the way back up. Yeah, whatever, get out of my way. Bird Trainer, Aurora Beam. It's like my answer for everything. Quickly stop into here, do my quick heals. I think this is Mary Mick's turn to just roll it through. Oh, shit. It wasn't that. It was the one on the left. Damn, they totally had me. Confusion. Psybeam. Confusion. It's you. Psychic. 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 Yeah, we did it. Alright, cool. What's that, 4 badges under our belt in, like, at less than an hour? Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can get than these things that can... Maybe a Vulpix? Let me see what 7 has. I believe I have the tab open for Route 7. Yeah, this is Route 7 here. So, Route 7, Rattatas. Let's look at nighttime, because that's what we're going to have to do. Nighttime Rattatas. Raticates at 10%. Spearows aren't out. Growlithes pop up at 20% at night. Murkrows have a 35% chance to pop up. If I get a Murkrow, I'm not really going to be happy about it. But I think I can get a Murkrow from that other section. And that'll leave me the opportunity of Growlithe or Houndour. And I think either of them would be fine. Whichever pops up first is the one that I'll use. If we get a Houndour, fantastic. If we get a Growlithe, okay, that'll be part of my party. We don't have a chance at a Vulpix. Silver is actually much harder to get a Houndour in. But, yeah. Either one will work, and we're just going to Master Ball it. I don't know what route we're on, or what even comes up in this. I think we have a chance at Chansey here in this grass. Let's see, Nidorina, we already have that. Nidorino, that would really suck. Chansey at a 1% chance. Boy, I don't know, if we get a Chansey, maybe I'll go ahead and throw my ball at that. That would be, an interesting catch. Nidorino, of course. I don't think I have a male Nidoran, so let's just do it. There's no good way to attack it. We're gonna have to dry catch pretty much everything we go after in this area. Route 15. I don't think this is gonna work out. Wait a second. Oh, because steel and fighting, that's why. Got it. I keep thinking of it as an electric type, not a steel type. Alright, Nidorino, that kills off Nidoran and Nidokings, so that's good. Do I want to give it a nickname? Fluff. Fluff and stuff. Hang on, I have to phone my mom. Well, why are you talking to me if you gotta phone your mom, dude? Oh, my mom's calling me. I saw an adorable doll. Wow, we've made so much money this time around. This is her third doll that she's seen. I'm gonna be so mad. I thought it was gonna be a frickin' Chansey. Because we had a Chansey one time when we went through here. We had a Chansey. I think we can just Thundershock our way through most of this. Even with the plants, I'm sure we can Thundershock. But we'll go for, Mary Mick. Just Fire Punch it. I completely forgot I could have used Mary Mick to Fire Punch my way through it. This is a new route, I think. So 13? But is the transition point? Yeah, transition point's right there. So does that put this at 14? This is Route 14. Okay, let's see what's in Route 14. Hello, Francisco. How are you doing today? Pidgeotto, Nidorino, Nidorina, Chansey at a 1%, Noctowl, Hoppip, no Hoppips at night, no Skiplooms at night, no Quags, well, Quagsires at night. But, interesting. If I come back here at night, I have a guaranteed chance at catching a Chansey. Because it's the only Pokemon that I haven't caught, and Hoppip and Skiploom are only here during the day. So if I come back here to Route 14 at night, I've got a decent chance at going for a Chansey. I mean, we'd have to sit there and grind for it if we really want it, but it is an opportunity. One that I don't think I'd have available to me normally. And it might be a better off going for that rather than trying to go ahead and get the fire type. I think Chansey can learn fire moves, can it? Chansey can learn Fire Punch or something. I mean, we could always use Mary Mick for our fire punches, but kind of nonsense is that? Ground. Alright, let us... Hello, Eggdog! Welcome back. How you doing? Let us go for our guaranteed Chansey now. We also need to go back for Murkrow anyway, so... We're gonna have to grind for it, but it is a guaranteed Chansey, so... Chansey's cute, but I don't have it. Do you have a Chansey? Want to trade it for my Aerodactyl? That would be such a crazy trade. Here you go. Take my... That's not Chansey. Please trade if you get one. We have a guaranteed Chansey chance. Because everything else in this grass I would already own. Already own it. It's gonna be an honestly unexpected thing. Just strictly because of the fact that, like... Hold on, I need to check up something on our next run. Will Chansey flee? Hello, Simone. Currently, right now, you're trying to get a Giga. This thing really is pissing you off. Don't worry. It's everybody gets upset trying to get their first, like, their first Giga. Their first Giga is always a pain. Let's see. I know where their location is. I don't know if they'll run is my issue. In Pikachu, let's go Pikachu, you found a shiny Golbat? Trying to find your way out? Nice. Yeah, I think in total, we've had 3 shinies so far. We've had 1 shiny something or other that I can't remember. A shiny Krabby, and a shiny... a shiny Nidoran. Yeah, which is crazy considering, like, the chances of getting shinies in this generation are so much lower. I have a 1% chance to encounter a Chansey, so it's gonna be a bit. Oh, right, I went to go check what Chansey could learn for its movesets. Because it may not even be worth picking it up. I may just be catching it for no reason. Moves learned in Gen 2. Wait, it becomes a Blissey in here, doesn't it? Soft Boil, Double Slap. How much torque does this thing have? Oh, Torpidity? Yeah, it takes a ton. If you are using a base, if you're using a base crossbow or a base rifle, you're gonna need like 400, 500 things. Here's the thing. If you do not currently have about 800 pots on you of trank pots, don't try and catch it right now. its torpidity goes down so fast, you're gonna need like 800 trank pots. The narcotic pots, you're gonna need like 800 of them. Not even exaggerating. It will wake up on you before you do anything, and you're gonna have to repeat the process if you don't have it on you. Just letting you know. Don't make the mistake we did. Having to put it down twice. So, Egg Bomb, Sing, Minimize, Double Slap, Light Screen, Double Edge. I mean, nothing fancy. Nothing fantastic. I mean, it's just a big old beat stick. It can learn a lot of stuff, which is nice. Let's see, Toxic, Zap Cannon. Oh, I could give it a Toxic and then just turn it into a beater. Let it sit there and take everything. Endure. Maybe that might be a way to go. Yeah, if we end up catching it, we'll turn this thing... Who wins in a fight? 8 billion Bidoofs or Arceus? Considering Arceus is like the god of Pokemon, I'd have to go with the god. I think 8 billion Bidoofs could definitely make a run for it, but that's kind of like saying who wins in a fight, 8 billion Bidoofs or Godzilla. Like, if any of the Bidoofs make it way to the Arceus, yeah, probably the Bidoof might win. If any of them can make it there. You've got a Mastery Crossbow, it's only a level 10. Any Giga! You gotta understand, any Wild Giga, regardless of level 5, level 10, level 150, you're gonna put so much into it. And the thing is, it's also gonna lose 90% of its stats when you first get it. Do not think a Wild Giga is gonna be the greatest thing in the world. Because you're gonna get it, and it's gonna make life a little bit easier, but it's gonna lose 90% of its stats. Gigas are frustrating, difficult, and great. All at once. I hate the Giga with a passion. But it's, you know, it's a dinosaur. Giganotosaurus be doing the bad stuff. You think we should go ahead and trade out for the Aerodactyl? If we get it? Or should we just keep our Chansey? And do Toxic Chansey? You broke your Master Crossbow? Yep. Like, a Giga is not something you just go in for passively. You don't just see a Giga and go for it. You go back, you grab 800 Narc Pots, you grab 3 sets of crossbows, or grab your Tranquilizer long necks. Like, you go in to get a Giga, prepared to go ahead and get a Giga. It's not something you just do. And you gotta have all of that kibble on you to make sure that you can feed it properly. Otherwise, you're gonna get a really bad stat out of it. I mean, it's a level 10, so I guess you could just give it raw or prime, but... Beta's Whooper Sprite is better than the finished design? Yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty funny. There we go! There's our gal! You think this is gonna work, guys? I hear Ultra Balls are just really bad. Percentage-wise, even with the... I feel like dry catches with an Ultra Ball is not going to work for me. But we're going to burn through all our Ultras first. Since they're here. Like, there's nothing I can do to this Chansey. Otherwise, I might really hurt it. We've only got 9 Great Balls. So we'll see. Like, I don't have any Pokemon I could do anything with this. I couldn't gently tickle it with anything I own. So... What should you do when you get a Giga? Well, first, congratulate yourself. Second, prepare yourself to feel really bad when you open up its menu and look at its stats. And third, you just use it for a meat grinder. Like, its sole job is to go get meat. That's really all it does.
Well, and hide.
And yeah, that and hide. I'm wondering what, like, a level 28 Chansey would even know. Chansey is fucking impossible to catch. So 28. It only knows like double slap, soft boiled, tail whip, pound. It does know pounds, so there's no like good way for me to attack this thing is the problem. If we run out of balls, we run out of balls, and that'll be it. You found a 150. Oh. Yeah, any 150 I would go ahead and catch. Yeah, look at that Chansey! Route 14 Chansey. I guess we'll put it in our party just for the fuck of it. It is extremely fast at running away. Well, it didn't fucking run away. Alright. Egg Dog, you want to name this thing? Actually, hold on. Let me see, who do we have? Yeah, I guess Egg Dog. Since you were stupidly happy about seeing it, so... Because I would just name it Robotnik otherwise. And the people who get it would get it. Well, congratulations on being clean. We naming it Robotnik? Robotnik? Name the Chansey Boiled Egg? Alright. Boiled Egg it is. It even has a chance for the space. Boiled Egg. Congratulations on adopting a Chansey. Alright, now we're gonna go get ourselves a Murkrow. Big ol' PP ups. Howdy, Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. Yeah, the only reason we went for the Chansey is because everything else in the grass we already own, so it was a guaranteed catch because of the duplicate rule. But yeah, the fact that we've knocked out 4 of the gyms is pretty nice. Now we go ahead and get our Murkrow, and then we'll take our chance for, we'll take our chance at catching whatever we catch for our fire type coming up. Had no idea Murkrow was Gen 2. Yep. Dumbass thought Glider was Gen 4. I have... Oh, Gligar? Yeah, Gligar is Gen 2. It's funny because a lot of times people who've played the newer generations, they look at stuff and they had no idea that it existed in older generations. Yep, Murkrow's Gen 2. It's one of those Mon that I go after every time, because if I go after my Murkrow, I can minimize the chances of catching a Murkrow while I'm going after the Houndour. Which we're going after the Murkrow right now. Oh, hold on. First, we're picking up a bunch of balls. Because I don't trust dry catching a Murkrow. Thought Lucario was Gen 6 for the longest time because of the anime. Yeah, the anime skews a lot of stuff. What gyms are we on? Yes, excuse me. So, I've already knocked out... I knocked out Vermilion, so Lieutenant Surge is down... You only need around 400 points? Yeah, you've really been sitting there on it, huh? So, I've knocked out Lieutenant Surge, I did Sabrina, I did Erica, and I've done Koga's daughter. So now I need to go ahead and do, like, the rest of them. So I've got 4 of them. So I'll have to do Celadon, I'll have to get Misty, Brock, Blaine, and Gary. Or, excuse me, Blue. Ash's Dracovic is probably the weakest member. We already have a Grimer. Went after the one on the lower section, which means... I was hoping at a Grimer in the city, but unfortunately it didn't work out. Check what route. Route 16. It's funny because, like, Murkrow have a really high encounter rate here, and yet no encounters. Do you have to catch all new Pokemon, or just super strong this time? Don't have them do them in usual order. Nope, you don't have to do them in usual order. And no, like, I don't do gym caps. If I were to do gym caps, I would need a whole new set of Pokemon to go ahead and fight a lot of these gyms. But because I'm not gym capping, no, it doesn't matter to me. There you are. There's our boy that I can't stand. Hate this thing. Rest in peace, gold and silver files stopped working. Yeah, I've had that. I lost my shiny Celebi to the great timer degradation, where it no longer saves. It mainly, if you want it to start working again, just replace the battery inside. The only problem, I think, is if it's already gone, then I don't know if it'll replace your save, but it'll at least make sure that it should function. Because you never played this game before, so you don't know if the gym leader's stronger than normal. They're actually weaker than they were before, so... yeah. They are weaker than they were prior. You got your first artifact, congratulations! That's a pretty big one. See, this is why we got extra balls. Because Murkrow has a really hard time staying inside its ball. Wait, so they're weaker, and you start with level 50, stopping them to sweeping them all. Nothing's stopping me. The distance between each gym is what's stopping me from sweeping right now. That's it. There's absolutely nothing stopping me from sweeping them. Regigigas Beta looks so weird. Yeah, I think the Gigas, like, the Regi Betas looked unusual to begin with. Alright, let's switch to Bean Master, I suppose. Yeah, all of these will just annihilate that thing, so... Okay. Murkrow. Yeah, they have a hard catch rate, especially dry catching. This whole time, you just had to basically do red and blue a second time. Doesn't take nearly as long. No, they're even weaker this time. They start out with like level 30 Pokemon or something. Give a nickname to Murkrow? Yeah. We're gonna call it Workdork. You just got a breeding pair of Aloes. Boy, let me tell you, Aloes are great. Some people prefer to take Aloes as their bossing dino because of the bleed stack and the fact that they get, what's it called? What's that thing where things get together and they get a +2 to their damage?
The mating bonus or the
pack bonus? Thank you. Yeah. Did you ever use the something Wamba name? I don't think I did. I don't even remember exactly what it was either. Alright, here we go. We're doing it. We're going for our boy. This is where we save our Master Ball for. Not you. Get out of here, son of a bitch. No, not you either. Guess I'll just Thunder Shock my way through these. No point in just wasting all the XP. Okay. Growlithe is our catch, then. He is not a Houndour. It's not a Houndour, but it is a fire type. So I'll take it. Give a nickname to Growlithe. Took Took. Actually, Simone, have you named anything this time around? I don't believe that you have. Did you want to go ahead and name this Growlithe, Simone? Misheard Growlithe as Rocket for a second and was like, what? This is basically the last member of our party here. Outside of me maybe changing out one more thing for the Chansey. Can I name the Simone? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, we can name it Simone. Did you want it Simone the same as yours? With the E? Or Simon? You meant Rowlet? Autocorrect screwed me over? That's okay. It's all good. If I would have seen a Rowlet in here, you guys would have all called me out for cheating. Just waiting for the confirmation, with E or without. Yes, please. Great. Perfect. Alright, that's basically the last member of our party right there. The reason I prefer Houndour is I think it learns, I believe it learns its, thing much earlier. Hold on, first let me see. Beanmaster, you don't have anything on you. So, Beanmaster's out. Simone is in. Let's see. Merry Mick can chill. Orcs is fine. Quagsire's good. Hardwood, you are out. And, Boiled Egg, you are in. There's a Gen 3 Pokemon that was scrapped from existence. It was like a rabbit, but the designers thought it didn't make sense, so they scrapped the Pokemon. Had no name, you think? Well, I mean, I guess since then they've had plenty of rabbit Pokemon. Plenty of rabbit Pokemon. Some of them more popular than others in certain circles. Alright, so let's go ahead and we're gonna give the XP share to our Growlithe here. Pack. Yeah, you guys are gonna see some crazy nonsense happen right now. Toxic goes on Boiled Egg. Shimona! Just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. Okay, so Simone, Boiled Egg. Boiled Egg is now, really ready for... Do we have Endure? Because if we have Endure, that's pretty much gonna be our next thing right there. We're gonna PP up on the Toxic. let's see. Icy, Iron Tail, Psychic, Punch, Sleep Talk, Sandstorm, Thunder Punch, Rest, Attract, Thief. Yeah, Rest is pretty solid. Does it learn Rest on its own? It doesn't. It learns Double Slap, Minimize, Sing, Egg Bomb, Defense Curl, Light Screen, and Double Edge. If it learned Mirror Coat, boy, that would be great. Some more populars than others in certain circles. But in the brown thing, Love Club? Oh no! We're not talking about Love Club buns? Bunny Love Club? Alright. This, I'll say, whoever told me my party isn't taking unusual turns. Take that! My party's looking real unusual this time around. Okay, so we're gonna start slamming our way through the rest of these Jimbos. It's locked. It's locked because we need to get to Lavender. Is a Dire Bear useful? Dire Bears can be useful. I think they're less useful than Thylacoleos, so if you're in the area where a Dire Bear is, you may as well get yourself a Drop Cat. Drop Cats are gonna be way more useful than a Dire Bear. Oh, look, Magnemites versus Magnemites. That's not what you meant. Are you sure? You sure that's what it's known for? These days, anyway. It's funny, because we don't have a flyer, so we're gonna have to, like... We're gonna have to have somebody do flying stuff at some point. I mean, since I'm beating my meat all the way through these gyms anyway, like, I don't think we're gonna need a flyer anytime soon, but... Hey, fear's making me sneeze. Ha ha ha, chew. Oh shit, do I have to really go through here? Is this Diglett Cave? No, this is another fucking dark cave. God damn it. I forgot about this thing. Since I'm beating my meat, you're lucky I didn't clip that. Hey, listen. Stuff that comes out of my mouth, you guys are more than welcome to clip it if you like. Cross Route 11 to Vermilion and wake up the Snorlax. let's see. Fuchsia's already done. Janine, Celadon. How are we supposed to get to this next spot? So, it tells me I should have already been at Cerulean because we would take Rock Tunnel. But I'm pretty sure, isn't Rock Tunnel, like... Oh, we would have to take Rock Tunnel up there. Okay. Let me follow this map here. No, wait, I've used the wrong Yor. I can't believe this. Oh, no! The grammars are gonna get ya. Alright, let me just move that right there. Okay, let's go inside. TM47 is what? Steel Wing? Garbage. Don't need it. Okay. We should probably switch water type up front. You know what? We'll leave Zukaka up here for now. Oh, already got a Geodude. Don't need any of those. I literally don't remember going through this tunnel in my other playthroughs. A Cubone? They're ground type, aren't they? Oh, welp, it doesn't fucking matter. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I knew it was around there somewhere. Okay. Let me take a step up, and then we're... Good old Machops. Do you think 500 arrows will do it? Depending on the percentage, I think so. Alright, I'm gonna help you out just this once and open up my Dodo Dex app. Because these are questions you ask Dodo Dex. So here's what I need from you. I need you to tell me the level. You said it is a level 10, right? So, a level 10, and I'm gonna assume you don't have kibble, and I assume you're gonna be feeding this thing on raw meat. And if you are feeding it on raw meat, I'm gonna let you know this is gonna be a near impossible task. So you really need to have kibble for this thing. Otherwise, you're gonna be in some serious trouble. So, I'll put a level 10. So, a level 10 with raw meat, first off, is going to take about an hour and 14 unless you have faster taming times to go ahead and tame it while it's down. You're going to need about 550 narcotic pots to keep it down while it's taming. And you are going to need... Let me go for the regular crossbow. So that way I can get on regular time, 120. You're gonna need roughly about 80 let's see, around 80 shots. 60 shots should cause it to flee. Hold on. Let me take a look at the regular timer here. Regular crossbow is gonna be 100%. Let me exit out of this 123, put the regular crossbow, add back. So a regular crossbow is going to cause it to flee in about 74, and it's going to take roughly about 100 to knock it out. So I think take about 300 trank arrows with you, but you're going to need to take about 600 narcotics with you if you're just gonna tame it with raw meat and not gonna tame it with kibble. Kibble, it would tame up in 20 minutes. But raw meat is gonna take you about an hour and 15. So. You have... Yeah, even then, I would just say 300 arrows should be more than fine. The narcotic parts are the more important part. And you need to make sure you have raw meat for this thing, because it is going to eat through everything you have. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled quiz, now that this shouldn't be too tough as you learn on multiple occasions. What color is Jack Black's grandfather's gallbladder? Is it dark blue? You just lost $200 changing the batteries on an original Emerald and Ruby. Oh, what do you mean? What happened? Because of what was on it? Or did it short out? What caused you to lose $200 on it? Because I can't see anybody complaining over the vintage value of, like, original batteries in it. Does it not eat prime? It'll eat prime meat if you have it. It prefers prime meat. Prime meat will definitely take it down to like 25-ish minutes, but you know how fast prime is gonna expire, so... Alright, cool, we made it. Yeah, I think I shorted they're literally dead, but the Sapphire still works, so I don't know what the fuck went wrong. That I am not sure. You may want to look it up, because I don't think they would be dead. I think maybe they just need... Well, they were aboard, and if you didn't discharge yourself before sitting your battery in there or touching your board, you might have actually shocked the board. You have all 3 cartridges? Yeah, I'm sitting on all of my original stuff here. I mean, I've never played through a lot of the generations for, like, the 3DS, but I have them almost all brand new in packaging now. So, they'll literally be opened up. You decided to get a profile pic? Nice. Show that Togepi off. Same egg. Got 2 new ones? Yeah, I've got all my stuff. I've got all my cartridges and everything You know, I come from back in the era when, you know, gold, blue, and all of that. So, I have all of the original cartridges and whatnot. It's a pain in the ass to get them to work. That's why I emulate it, because getting the old hardware and software to function together to stream is really painful. So I don't do it. But yeah, I would check online first to see. Just make sure you don't want to go ahead and write off your cartridges immediately. They may be dead, they may not, but... I think something unusual pops out in this grass, but I think I'm better off going for an electric type in that lower grass. Never had a GB or anything, but you have obtained Emerald via other methods. Planning to do an off-stream Nuzlocke once you finish Brilliant Diamond on-stream Nuz? Nice. To a Togepi since it's an egg poke? Oh, because I get it, Egg Dog. I feel like if you were gonna go ahead and you could either use a Togepi or a Chansey, and either one of them would be a great Eggnog. You don't have yellow, blue, or red? It's funny because, like, I have 2 yellow versions and a red version sitting in front of me right now. I've definitely... One of my exes got really mad at me and wiped my yellow version file and named my Pikachu Fuck You. So, I lost a lot on that one. And then, the battery died on, I think, either my silver, or gold, or crystal, and I lost the shiny Celebi. So, just wondering, since the old blue doesn't have a battery, you can just get a bootleg one, still shiny hunt. Yeah, I mean, technically there's no shinies in the old generations, so... You could shiny hunt to your heart's content, but you'll never find one. You'd have to go fire red, leaf green if you want to go shiny hunting. Please do not encounter a Seaking. Or a Goldeen. I mean, it really doesn't matter if we catch it or not. We're not gonna use it. Goodbye, Goldeen. Is this still Route 10? Yeah. You also caught a Gibble. Although it was level 15. Should team was 40, but Garchomp will definitely come in handy once it's leveled. Yeah, I've never understood people's, like, idea of, oh, I catch this Pokemon super late, it's gonna be useless in my team because I don't want to take the time out of my way to, like, level it up. I've never understood that mentality. Like, if I get a Pokemon, and the Pokemon is a good level, why not level it? About to start Leaf Green with my brother. He's big into Pokemon. Just love turn-based RPGs. I actually really can't stand turn-based RPGs. It's one of my least favorite things. It's my biggest gripe about Pokemon, is that I would prefer action time battle or active time battle to wait time battle systems. You give me an MMO style combat where I have cooldowns, I would be all about it. I would preach Pokemon to the fucking winds. But I slap you and you slap me. I hate that combat. In PvP, somehow Vileplume survives a Sheer Force Ice Punch from a Feraligatr. Lucky, I guess. Boy. Coming all the way over here just to go to get my Zap Cannon that I don't need anymore. Hello, yeah, tell me about your generator, cool. Suspicious person has been spotted in Cerulean. Oh. Okay. Guess you don't like the Digimon or Dragon Quest games, then? Do you want the actual answer, or do you want me to go ahead and pretend I do? Because both of the answers are I don't. I like Digimon as a franchise. I think it's pretty cool, and I've played the original Digimon games. I've never played a single Dragon Quest game before. I know that's gonna blow some people's mind, but I was always a Final Fantasy person, or Star Ocean. So I've never played Dragon Quest, not even the new ones. Not a single one of them. I know, some of you people are out there are gonna be like, you fucking... That's you beating my ass for, for saying that, but, like, yeah. Now, like, Star Ocean I always thought was great because it was always active. That's like why Grandia's great, because Grandia, even though you can pause time, is still an active system. One of your top favorite games of all time for GBA is Metabots! Oh man! I know what Metabots is. They were talking about it at the last convention we were at. Yeah, I just so happen to know what it is, strictly because somebody was talking about it. Alright, I guess we don't have to worry about the Houndour, because we now have Growlithe to fill that position. So, yeah, our team is basically set from here on... Fuck. From here on out, it's just the occasional catch something. You really like RPGs, but after seeing Jaden Animation Digimon Let's Play, I don't think I would enjoy it. It's funny because I do have Digimon as one of my challenge games. So I have taken a look that Digimon has the possibility of being one of the longest, like, runs that you could possibly get in a video game. I don't remember exactly which Digimon it is, but I think it's like Digimon World 2 or something like that. I think a regular any % run has like 500 hours or something. But somebody definitely said that it has a crazy ass, long run time for 100%. And the upper echelons are ridiculous because in order to get everything 100%, you would have to spend like 3,000 plus hours to do it. So I've considered doing it. I've considered going ahead and getting into it because it's insanely difficult and nobody wants to do it. And you guys know that I am a glutton for doing things nobody wants to do. Video is crazy. Takes from a turn-based adventure. That was the most biased video I've ever seen. Video is crazy. Fucking Doug Trio. Get out of here with your Doug Trio ass. Who wants you? You gonna dig a hole? I'm gonna dig a hole. Bitch. I was about to use Primeape. I mean, it doesn't really matter what I use. Sure. Dig a hole. About to use Poliwrath. Yep, Zukaka. OHKO moves are fucking nightmares for Nuzlocks. Yeah, it is definitely one of those things. I've run into a couple of one-hits of OTKs here and there. And just been very lucky that it hasn't Is that a fucking tree? Son of a fuck. You son of a fuck. Oh my god! Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just throwing a hissy fit. You would definitely suggest the Cyber Sleuth. I actually have the Cyber Sleuth games. I picked them up because I wanted to play them at some point, but then I just never got around to them. I'll have to one day show you guys my video game collection. It's pretty fucking large. And there's a queue, like, a mile long that I'd love to go ahead and play, but I just haven't had the opportunity. Get out of me. Don't look at me. And you're gonna go ahead and be like, oh, I've got rock Pokemon. Haha, suck my dick. Whatever. Get out of here. Welcome back to Pokemon Thanks Challenge with our host, Cowlo. His Tantra's going rivaled. Oh no, that's not me. Man, do I look like a bald? You guys don't know. I'm not bald. I'm like the exact opposite of bald. I got like, what, 15, 16 inches of hair? Something like 30, 38 whatever centimeters of hair, or whatever that adds up to right now. I feel like shaving it off every fucking day. But I figure when I shave it off, I'm gonna miss it. And then what? It's not like I could just take some glue and put it back on, or go get some extensions and be like, ha, look at me! I got hair again! Is basically when you went for Pokemon, nice 3D graphics, massive decks, sick tournaments, better side story. When you had black and white too, you'd be fucking terrified of the intro music and skip it faster than lightning. Why? Is it the same feeling that I get when I hear, like, random violins in the middle of the night? Or, like, when I hear certain sounds that just immediately set me on terror's edge? Fucking stupid ass that I gotta go ahead and put boiled eggs away to pull out hardwood. Get out of here, hardwood. Get in my fucking inventory. Piece of shit. I mean, I can't really say that much. Bellsprout has saved my Nuzlocke once. So I cannot be mad as Bellsprout literally saved my Nuzlocke from dying once. So can't be too mad at the Sprouty boy. I just don't want to use it. It's garbage right now. Just kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. Like to explore, I'm Cowlu. Each day is something new, I'll share them with you. So many things to do, it's Cowlu. Dragon Quest Monsters for the Switch. It's also nice to be honest, the older Pokemon games beat it. Has some weird mechanics. Story is better. There's a lot of things that, like, on the Switch that I feel... You know what I would like? A new Golden Sun. I would love a new Golden Sun. That would be pretty peak for me. Alright, let's deposit this bitch. Get out of here, hardwood. We don't need you. Come on out, boiled eggs. Alright, let's heal everybody real quick. Yes, yes, go into the gym. Ooh, Misa go, hello, goodbye. Oops, I hurt you not. Blah, 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 blah. Forget you see me, bye-bye a go-go. Yes. It's pronounced Caillou? I don't care what he says it's pronounced. He's a child. He doesn't know how to pronounce his own name.
He actually does.
Oh, he does know how to pronounce his own name?
Yeah.
Oh, well... Whatever.
I was gonna correct you, but I wasn't 100% sure if that's what you were trying to do.
Golden Sun Remake would definitely be peak. Oh, I've got a Jin. I've got a Jin sitting on my desk right now. Like, we found it at a convention, and I was probably one of the only people at this fucking convention that knew what he was selling, because Golden Sun was such a phenomenal fucking game. Always want to play it. It's not on Switch Online. Yeah, and getting some of them is mainly, I spend a lot of time purchasing some of the older stuff that I've wanted. Like, I'm sitting on a complete collection of .hack, and let me tell you, finding Quarantine was a pain. And then the amount of money that it took to get Quarantine, also a massive pain. That was a lot of money. I think that's the most money I've paid. No, that's not true. I think I've paid a little bit more money for another game. I think, like, the massive, gigantic Guild Wars collection that came with the statue and all the other cool stuff. I think I paid a little bit more for that than I did for .hack Quarantine. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, kid. Secret mission. Oh, right. Flying type. I forgot. Whatever. Surf. Only in the expansion pack, which you don't have. Huh. Yeah, I would have never known. I don't really, like, spend enough time on my Switch to know that kind of stuff. Hey, look, machine part. Cool. Into my pack. I always love how we shove our bicycle in our packs. Like, it's collapsible or something. Hey, I found a potion. They should have made this bush that, depending on which side you look at it from, you got a different item. That would have been pretty cool. But, you know, they can't code worth a damn, so I couldn't expect that. Anyway, guys, I think I am going to call it for today. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. And yes, we'll actually be back at it again tomorrow. Not me saying I will be, and then not actually showing up here. Yeah, if you are new to the channel, like, sub, share, follow, all of that good stuff helps the channel grow. Tell your friends so they're in the know. Leave your comments down below if you got something. We'll go ahead and get back on in this tomorrow. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's stream. No big announcements or anything coming up. I mean, I'm gonna try and start a little early this weekend. Like I said, I want to get back onto a regular long weekend schedule, shorter weekday schedule. Tuesdays may get cut out at some point. Depending, I don't know. We'll see. If the stats subbed, I'll annoy you guys some other time. Listen, you're never annoying me. I love when people pop in and talk. It gives me a reason to not sit here just slapping the buttons and just pretending like I'm doing something with my life. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow. As always, you all stay cool, and until I see you all again, stay golden.